The Ganassi brand is the free interchange of information with each other. It's a culture of communication. It's not allowing ego to get in the way of the process. If anybody in the room has an idea, we do listen to it.
If not, you're never developing. If you're not ever striving to make things better or lighter or faster, then you kind of get left behind for sure in this industry. It's a process of continual improvement. The longer you have a car, the smaller the gains are, but we're even 5 or 6 years into a car, we're still finding tiny gains that separate us from the competition.
Every golfer's swing is unique. It's different. You know, we've had a goal to create adjustability to fit these players and personalize it so that it could improve their game beyond what the club was made to do.
We spent a lot of time trying to maximize titanium, get thinner and thinner, and we got to the point now where we needed to go multi-material. So we had to apply that same intensity of maximizing what the material could give in carbon that we did over titanium.
A big deal for us with the drivers, in order for them to be able to have a more effective race car on the racetrack, is weight distribution.
A few years ago, we couldn't get down to the minimum weight because so many things have been added safety-wise and aerodynamically. So literally we went through the whole car and we were able to find 5 pounds of weight reduction just looking at plumbing and taking washers off bolts that didn't need them. And there was probably 100 things we did, and those 100 things added up to 5 pounds. But then that 5 pounds let us change the weight distribution of the car, so we were literally about 1/10 of a second faster. 1/10 of a second is the difference between first and 10th.
We're living in a world that is a fraction of millimeters. So the wall thickness of our castings in some areas is less than a millimeter.
Millimeters are gigantic. Those small incremental changes makes a huge difference when a ball comes off of a club face.
And I think that's what we do in our industry, is we find a door. It might just have a little opening, but you know what? We ram through the door.
And then there's 2 or 3 doors of opportunity that open up. Some challenges, but some opportunities you never would have seen if you hadn't crashed through that first door.
So you get a dull pencil, that's your idea, and then you have someone who starts to sharpen it. And then you start to see the graphite, and you're like, oh, that's good, we can go further than that, we can go further than that. So going from that idea to that final product is a little bit of a quick sharpening over and over again. And the faster we do it, the better off that we are, the sharper the point we get, the better product it is.
So we've led every year in performance. We push each year to cast the titanium thinner. This has been our mantra because we know each year a half a gram or a gram was going to get us that next level of performance.
The first CAD model that I did that showed where it was simulated was like, holy crap, that is way different than what we normally get.
If we could reduce that crown by 5% in weight, 10%, 30%, it's a game changer. And if we could provide a club that solves the issues of every golfer or improves what they didn't think was improvable before, that's huge. So personalizing that club, using the weight, using the systems that we've created, make it incredibly easy to make your game better.